Hello you gorgeous donuts. Today we're going to be reacting to memes that only people that went to a British school will understand. It's exam season, so we're gonna react to some relatable memes for everybody. The English department, after reading the first three letters in Of Mice and Men.
Right, so let's just stop and analyse what's just happened there.
Why do English teachers always do that though? Like, why is everything gotta be analysed? I don't think it does, love. Lenny just wanted to pet the rabbits. Why do we need to analyse that? Maybe he just wanted to run his hands through some rabbit fur. Did you consider that? Why do we have to like psychoanalyse him for that? I want to pet some rabbits. I don't want to be judged for that. That's the only thing I remember from Of Mice and Men. And also that there's a word that I can't say in like a certain page in that book. I always remember, you know, when like you go around the room and everyone like reads a certain bit, I kept praying that that word wouldn't land on me. I don't have the balls to say it. Over your stomach growls in the exam. Oh my god, no, seriously, I thought I was the only one. You know how you sit in alphabetical order in exams? I used to think, God, the person that I always sit next to is going to think I'm a freak. Like, they're going to be thinking, why does that boy's stomach sound like Godzilla? My stomach would always do this, and I swear it just doesn't do it normally. But in an exam, like, it's like it was on a loudspeaker. It was as if they played it just like on a boombox as you walked in. I used to get so embarrassed over that. And you're trying to let a fart out. Then you can't, because you're nervous. Anyone? Or was that just me? Me coming into the exam hall with 0 chapter study, 2 hours of sleep, and it is what it is mindset. That is so true. You know, like, when you study for so long, right, and nothing's going in. You're reading calcium carbonate about 50 times. You still haven't got a clue what it means. You just walk in, you're like, I don't give a anymore. I don't care if I fail or pass this thing. It's not going to change me as a person. Like, genuinely, I remember, like, studying and then just being like, you know what, I don't even care. Like, I'll just go on the dole. I'm just gonna go on the dole my entire life. I'm not bothered. It gets to that point, guys. Exams drive you where you've got nothing to lose.
Okay, Jack, what do you like doing on the weekend?
In the weekend, I swim in the pool and I eat apples when I go shop to the...
You know the stuff like that we learn in French that you say in your speaking exam. You know that if you go to Paris and you start saying this, everyone's going to laugh at you. You're going to be the laughing stock of Paris, right? They're going to put your head in one of those little sticks where people throw apples off you. Nobody is using this language in France. Like, the only thing that I used to say in my speaking exam was I play football with my friends, right? Or I think I've said this before, but I also knew how to say there was a virus on the bus. When am I going to use that in France? Never. Think about like a language exam as well. Like, I feel like the written one was so much easier than the speaking one. Like, I feel like the speaking language exam is one of the hardest exams because it's actually in front of someone. And isn't it your teacher as well? And they're constantly just nodding, knowing that like you don't know anything you're talking about.
Okay, and do you have any hobbies?
Yes, good day. I have 5 friends. Peter Called is one of them. He has 5 rats.
The language that you use in these speaking exams, it would make you seem like a serial killer in France. People would be looking at you going, don't leave him alone. Everybody just keep an eye on him. I'm not sure on him. Me in year 6 explaining the concept of British Bulldog to my younger brother and his mates before I moved to secondary.
Started this brick by brick. It's my ownership over all this.
That was just a primary school game, wasn't it? Like British Bulldog. Like British Bulldog in primary school. Oh, that hits so different. If you like took that into year 7 and played like British Bulldog, you'd be seen as like a freak. Like nobody would want to be your mate. Like that would be like social suicide. You're never gonna get invited to drink Frosty Jacks in the park doing that. Oh yeah, let's invite Cam to drink Frosty Jacks and then you'll make what all play British Bulldog. Nobody wants that. I always remember in primary school, British Bulldog got removed, like it got banned because somebody broke the collarbone, and it was one of my friends, and I remember seriously at the time being like off with them that he'd like ruined it for everyone. It was his fault that he broke his collarbone. POV, when you walk out the exam hall and you hear the smart kids talking about 0.05 but you wrote 0.5.
You know, oh my days. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, remember when like everyone would like, that's what you would do after an exam. Like everyone would crowd round, you'd all discuss the answers, and everyone would be like saying the same answer, and you'd be like, oh yeah, I wrote down. The Newton's second law means that. Yeah. Knowing fine well that you wrote like the total f***ing opposite. As people were speaking, you could just see your like future like dwindle. And dwindle. The pay bracket you are later going to be in just falling and falling. Reed's first exam question. I'll come back to that one. Reed's next question. I'm going to try that first one again. No, but seriously, this is the worst feeling. Like, you open the booklet, you read the first one, right? Which, by the way, it starts easy. You read the first one, you're like... It's a bit tough, isn't it? The first one? Tell you what, I'll do the second one. Oh yeah, like you can just tell. It's like one of the worst feelings ever. You feel so thick, and it's so stupid because it's just answering a question. Like that shouldn't determine how clever you are.
I love rivers. I do love rivers. They're more honest than the sea. The sea is deceptive. You know, the tide can come in and out. You could be sat there.
Exactly, right? I love this. In a geography exam, all you need to do is bullshit. Really, you know, none of us really know what's going on. What, like corrosion, erosion, all that, like how a mountain forms. I don't give a fuck. I was quite lucky because I was in quite a thick geography class, so like we got a mark for just saying that the river was blue. Get in, points on the board. Right, I'll show me working out, don't you worry. I was lucky that I wasn't in one of the top sets for geography. I don't think it was really my choice, you know. I'm acting like that was my choice. Definitely wasn't, right? I was very limited, guys, very limited. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, this is actually taking us back to me exams. What the hell? COVID was a thing way before it was a thing to everyone else. In exams, the amount of coughs. Oh, it was always those people that, like, if the exam was an hour, they'd be like this, sitting with their arms folded, booklet closed after 20 minutes, just looking around themselves laughing. The confidence, the sheer confidence to shut your booklet with 40 minutes to go. They've got nothing else to do, so then they end up just looking around themselves going then another one joins in. There's me sweating me tits off with a stomach on a boombox speaker. And these people have the confidence to shut the booklet with 40 minutes to go. This used to give us anxiety, and what else used to give us anxiety was like in a maths lesson where you'd see people like, you know, taking out the compass out of the little pencil case you get, and I'd be like, where the fuck's, how are you using a compass in this? Very sweaty child I was, guys.
Yeah, listen, we f***ed up.
Yep, that kind of sounds exactly how my school life went. Am I the only one who used to check my bag for homework that I knew I hadn't done? No, I used to do that as well. Like, you know, if you're trying to like prove that you have done it, but you know you haven't. Like, you know, the teacher's like, everyone, homework. You're like, oh yeah. It's shit, fuck. Like, oh, miss, haven't got it. Right, dog ate it. Right, has that excuse ever worked? I feel like everybody said that was like the obvious excuse, but I never once heard anybody say that their dog actually ate their homework. Half the UK after the GCSE and A-level exam. True. I mean, I never made it to A-levels, but those soldiers that did, how are you now? Lining up for the job centre. I remember that. Monday morning. Right, the long queue. I don't know if it's the same now, but I remember when you had to, when I was on Universal Credit, like you had to turn up to the job centre to like prove that you were still like seeking a job, like a job seeker's allowance. I'm not too sure if it's just over like Zoom or like a phone call now. When you took a gamble and only revised 50% of the exam content, but the question is on the other 50%. True. So true, bestie. So true. There's literally like no worse feeling than going into an exam knowing that you're not fully prepared. Some people can just like kind of like half coast it. Some people can just go in like blind and just be like, smashed that out the park. What? You thought that was hard? Yeah. There's nothing worse than a question comes up, especially when it's like late to the further end of the booklet where like you get like the higher grade and you just haven't got a clue. See, that was me when I first opened the booklet, but right, and I did foundation as well, which also, I don't know if that's still a thing in schools now, but like when I done foundation tests, they were so sad because like you knew that, like, even if you answered all the questions, there's still the highest mark you could get. I think it was like a C. To be fair, like, the first, like, questions when you opened up the booklet, like, I think you even got a mark for just writing down your own name. The booklet started. Just quickly, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you press the subscribe button so you can join the Donut family. You'll have loads of videos to binge watch when you're bored, so just press subscribe. Oh my god, I love watching these. These are like me guilty pleasure. Does this make us evil? When, like, people are live opening the results on the news.
I'll open see a couple of Bs.
Couple of Bs. Let's see if you've got your couple of Bs.
This guy knows that he's definitely not got them couple of Bs.
What have we got? Okay, we got DDC.
Oh. Did you see just the soul just leave his body? Like, even the presenter was like, should I say this out? Am I going to ruin it? Yeah, f it. CCCD. So bad, but so good. Right? It's like crack. I want to, like, inject it into the veins. I need to watch more. It's so horrible, right? Watching somebody just witness their future crushed before their eyes.
Let's see how the students are feeling, because Abigail, bless her, has agreed to open the results live on air.
Oh, Abigail, why have you done this, love? Why would you agree to that? Like, there's no need. What do you want from this? Like, genuinely. I hope you feel, just for the sheer confidence that you're like, yeah, I've definitely passed. Don't worry, I'll just tell the whole nation. It's fine.
Let's not wait any longer, Abigail. Open them, tell us what you've got and what you're hoping for. Oh, well done. So, Abigail, tell us what you've got.
So I've got an A star in law, an A star in psychology, a B in religious studies, and an A star in my EPQ.
All right, we get it. Right, okay, well done, Abigail. Well done. She knew. Right, that is a woman that was like, yeah, half got. You think I'd feel low, do you? Yes. Be on my way to chemistry exam knowing that alcohol gets you drunk, moles live in tunnels, and concentration is what I'm lacking. I used to think chemistry was so hard. Do you know how many times I would just stare at the periodic table and just nothing would register? I would be like, I just don't get it, bro. Like, why is there so many letters? None of this is real. The guy used to have the periodic table on me bedroom wall, so every single day I would see it, and still nothing would go in. The only one I ever remember was gold, because I think it was FE. After studying for 5 minutes without checking my phone.
Some days I am just on fire.
There's some people that are watching this video right now to get away from revising. And to you people, I salute you. You've studied for about 3 minutes. That's fucking well done to you. You deserve this rest. You deserve this 15-minute to 20-minute rest, however long this video is going to be, and probably the one you'll watch after this, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It does feel like an accomplishment, though. Like, I feel like that with anything. Like, when I'm planning a video, if I don't look at my phone for like 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, employee of the month. It can't be one of these videos without reacting to the Queen, Caroline Wig.
That is correct, Jacob. So, when a man and a woman... No, I'm sorry, guys. Why are we laughing? You know, the human body is very interesting, and it is not something to be embarrassed about.
It was so awkward when teachers would try and talk to you about sex. It just didn't work. Like, they should bring somebody in that you don't know. Because if you've got a teacher who you're used to seeing and then they start talking about, like, shagging, you are just going to yourself laughing. Also, like, you know, in sex ed in school, no, they used to take the girls away and then give them like a separate talk. I don't know if that was about periods. Like, I literally wasn't in that talk, but surely shouldn't, like, lads know about that as well? Like, so they have an understanding. Like, why do they give girls that talk separately? Whatever they talk to the girls about, if lads know that, then they have a better perspective when their girlfriend's going through that and, like, how to deal with it. Like, because as lads, you know nothing about periods unless, like, you ask, like, your girlfriend or, you know, your girl mates. Like, nobody else tells you anything, so you don't really understand it. I remember, like, in year 7 or year 8, like, I'd go in the toilet and I would see, like, you know, tampons, and I genuinely didn't know what they were. Like, I just thought they were, like, I didn't know if they were, like, sweets and wrapper. I genuinely would stare at these things and be like, why does mom keep biscuits in the toilet? Like, I genuinely thought they were, like, biscuits and wrappers. I'm really not, you know, giving a good account of myself. I coloured in school. I have no clue what the periodic table is, and I thought tampons were biscuits. What the
Lauren, really sad at the moment. I'll tell you later what it's about, but yeah.
Oh,
It's
this is so
serious.
pick me. Did people actually do this?
Yeah, Lauren, I'll tell you later what it's about because I'm really sad. I don't want to talk about it at the moment.
Oh, see, I know people like put like no replies on the story, like a picture of them like crying or something, and like just so that one person sees it. But I've never saw in actual real life. Anyway, guys, if you would like to go on a binge watch of me reacting to TikToks that only British school students will understand, click right here because there's an absolute marathon of them. Go binge them.
Kirkham, baby.